Hi, welcome to Happier Ladies. We're sisters who discuss all things related to work, family, and personal growth.
We draw inspiration from everywhere, especially from you, our listeners, to keep moving forward with joy and laughter in the big adventure that is life.
1 week at a time.
I'm Azizi Williams. I live and work in the LA area. I'm a mom of 2 adult children, and I'm an education professional in the independent school world. And I'm here with my sister, Malika Amandi.
That's me. I'm a SoCal native living in Western Massachusetts, a mom of 2 littles, and I work in higher ed. In this episode, I share thoughts about a business philosophy, and then Azizi gives us a summer wardrobe update.
But first, Malika, I have been adopting some language.
Okay,
because I've been watching British content.
okay.
And so this goes along with the British baking show. You know, F1 has a bit of a big British vibe, and I just finished Ted Lasso, all 3 seasons of it, which was so great.
So sweet.
I almost cried at the end. Such a good show. I feel like I'm going to run it back and start at the top. That's just a show I think I can watch over and over again. So I've added some words. So I already had faff, which was from the British baking show. And it's like, this is such a faff, which means like it's a mess, or it's like it's complicated. It's a faff. There's not quite a word that is as fun to say and means the same thing in the English language. So I regularly say faff. But then the new word that I heard
in the American English language.
Okay. American English. Thank you. What in American? Should I just
in the American vernacular?
We don't say this. Yes, we all speak English. This is true. I consider them. They speak British. We speak
Okay. They would not say that.
Listen. All right. You're right. You're right. Okay. So another word we don't say in America is fussed. But
yes.
I've heard them use it, especially on F1. Like, he didn't seem fussed about it. Like, he wasn't upset or concerned. Like, oh, I'm not, we can go there. I'm not fussed about that. I love this word, fussed.
I like that one too.
You've heard it before, right?
Yeah, I heard it on Love on the Spectrum.
Ah.
It was the one in the US, but one of the characters' partners is British. And she said, I'm not fussed.
I'm not fussed. I want to remember that. Like, this is such a faff, but I'm not fussed. And then the other word, this was on all over Ted Lasso. I don't know if I've really heard it elsewhere, but oi. They said oi so much. And it was like, yes, or hello, or what? It was just
Is it just that one character, or was it everybody?
Oh, no. It was at least 2 characters.
Okay.
It was Roy.
Yes.
But it was also, what was her name? The model? What was her name on the show? I already forgot. So bad with names. Anyway, his on again, off again girlfriend. She used it quite a bit, and I feel like others did too. So oi came up quite a bit, and I love that. Oi.
Okay.
Like, oi, what a faff! But I'm not fussed. I'm gonna keep adding to this list.
Okay.
I love it.
That's fun.
Yeah. We're back with Speaking of Work, where we discuss observations about our professional lives. Malika has something she's going to share with us.
Yes. So a business coach that I had in the past, shout out to Dallas Travers.
What a great name. Dallas
Right?
Travers.
It's very strong sounding.
It is.
She had this phrase that she would say sometimes. She didn't originate this, but she just kind of would talk to her clients about it. But the phrase is success loves speed. And basically, the meaning of it is that she conveyed was that kind of like people who operate at a high level, they often respond to things very quickly, like emails or requests, that there is like this decisive energy that happens fast. And if you're on the other side of that, it can be very surprising. I think that in the context, it was like, reaching out to producers to get a meeting or something like that. You might be surprised
Mm.
if you reach someone directly, they might just say right away, like, "Yeah, okay, let's meet."
Mhm.
Where you were like, "Oh, I was imagining there would be a gatekeepers and, like, this whole thing,
Mm.
and they're just, like,
Mhm.
ready to talk to me," you know?
Yeah.
So, she said, it can be surprising, but it also is, like, in some ways, it's a status move. It's, like, signaling clout. They are the decision maker,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
and that you could also step into this energy by responding to things a little faster.
Mm.
So and I think this is particularly like in the entrepreneurial context, where you feel
Mhm.
you might be hesitant to move on an opportunity because you're thinking it through and kind of wanting to be double checking everything, and someone else might just get it because they are faster than you are.
Mhm.
I guess there's a balance between being wise and, like, obviously, there are advantages to moving slowly and methodically, but then
Yes.
in this quote, it's about success loves speed, that there's something about moving fast that kind of
Mm.
creates momentum and things happen. So, this has always been funny to me because I have found this to be true,
Mm.
and I recently reached out to somebody to ask for help for, like, a networking thing, and they responded the next day. And then I kind of felt like, you get an intro email, somebody connecting you with someone,
Yeah.
and I had this thought like, "Oh, I could respond to this tomorrow or see what
Right.
happens, let them respond
Yeah.
first?" But I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
"No, success loves speed. Let me just do this now. Let me just focus on this."
Mm.
So I did respond within a couple hours, and
Mhm.
then that other person responded the next day. Which
Wow.
in the context of email in our culture today, like, that's very fast
Yeah.
because we're inundated with emails. We know that people get thousands of messages in a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for somebody that you don't know very well to write back to you within a day, I think says a lot.
Mm.
Um, and it just got me thinking about this phrase, yeah, and how I see it play out. I think there's sometimes on the receiving end, like, I experience a sense of fear of like, well, I don't wanna seem like I'm too eager, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
because that might turn somebody off, but
Yeah.
then it's like, if you get into a certain zone where it's a line that this person wants to help you or
Yes.
they have
Yes.
goodwill because it's a strong referral or whatever, I think moving quickly actually, like, builds trust
Mm.
and instead of skepticism,
Mhm.
and that it can project confidence and
Yeah.
enthusiasm, which is different than being overeager. So, I was, like, curious about this phrase, so I started researching it, and it is tied to a lot of, like, kind of entrepreneurial business ideas from the '90s, like,
Mm.
some things that are probably not outdated and not necessarily reflecting a holistic viewpoint, obviously.
Yeah.
But I saw somebody kind of questioning it saying, like, "Does success really love speed, or is it more that failure loves inaction?" And I was like, "Ooh,
That's
that's
funny.
true too, right?" Like,
Yes. Yeah, that is true.
doing nothing is often the thing that leads to something not working out versus
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know.
I think that when you don't respond, it does leave space for doubt or
Yeah.
wonder. It also leaves space for you to forget and for it to get buried and then it was a missed opportunity, right? I definitely feel that way. I get the speed thing. I get how that could seem like you are decisive and on top of things. Also, it can lead to mistakes or
Mhm.
you don't wanna rush, right? There's a difference between maybe responding with confidence and rushing something that could lead to issues or problems later. So, yeah, this is interesting, and I am someone who I get all the emails that everyone
Yeah.
sends in my organization, and so I can get, 20 or more emails a day, and And then I'm in a lot of meetings, and then I have to sort through how to prioritize and what to respond to, and, like, there's just literally not enough time. to respond to everything
Right.
immediately, but when I can, sometimes there are these windows where I'm sitting at my desk, an email comes in, and then I can respond, and I often do get surprised from the people like, "Wow, you responded right away. Thank you so much." There's a lot of appreciation and
Yeah.
gratitude for when I am able to respond immediately. And and then on the end of someone who sends emails, it is nice, you're waiting for them.
That's
An
true,
email
because
is
it's
like it's like
important
an
to you.
emotional bid. It's a bid for affection
Totally.
or not affection. It's a bid for attention. So you send
Yeah.
it out and then you're hoping, hoping, hoping. Even if it's minor, it's not like it doesn't have to be so consequential, but you put it out there and you're wondering.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't get responded to, I know now, I know if it doesn't get responded to, it does not mean that they don't want to do the thing.
Right.
But it just means it could potentially mean that it got buried or there are a lot of emails or they're still deciding or it doesn't have an easy answer. So when it comes to email, this might be a whole other segment. Don't be afraid to email multiple times.
Right.
Also, that's another segment. But yeah, and I wonder, so what is the context outside of email, or is this just kind of email or phone message
Well,
related?
I think it's email, any correspondence, and I kind of remember I feel like Sarah and Liz talked about this somewhat on Happier in Hollywood with regards to invitations, like
Oh,
quickly
right, respond right
responding
away.
if you
Mhm.
can go or if you can't go.
Yeah.
And in that case, I think it definitely builds trust, and it's
Yeah.
like courteous.
Yeah, I think this could be a good goal, and this is something I might think about for 27, because sometimes I don't respond, especially to things like invitations, because there's a
Yeah.
conflict, but I really wanna go, but I don't know if how to get out of, or should I get out of the conflict? Like, there's so much I'm in my head about. I don't wanna
Yes.
not go, or maybe I can go if I wait or do this thing or that thing, but say yes or no,
Say yes or
like,
no.
make a choice, and if you can't go, you can't go, and just and commit to it. I think that could also relieve the decision fatigue and
Yeah.
having it just be something you're constantly thinking about when even with an email, if I don't respond, I'm like, "Oh, no, I have to remember to respond to that email." That's a thing that's now I'm carrying with me on my mind, so, yeah, there's something to this.
I think that's a part of the, thinking of this higher level of clarity or person who's like, "This is what I want. I do it. This is what I think. I say it."
Yes,
You
yes,
know?
no, no,
They're
yes.
not, storing things to, get back
Yes.
to. It's just like, I take it as it
Yeah,
comes, and
yeah.
there's something about that, but I think what is interesting to me, I'm thinking now of times where I haven't acted quickly or, an invitation that I haven't responded to quickly, and
Mhm.
often sometimes, like you said, it's because there's a conflict or it's complicated. Sometimes it's
Right.
emotionally complicated, right?
Yeah.
Which is that's also information, I guess. If
Mhm.
you're don't wanna say yes, or it's
Then
not
maybe you
easy to say
shouldn't.
yes,
Right, yeah.
Maybe that's a no. Maybe that's a no.
If
I
it's
don't
not
know.
easy to say yes, is it a no? But it's like, "Okay, there's networking that's gonna happen here, but
Sure.
but it's gonna take me an hour and a half to get home, and I'm gonna get home at 10 PM." You
Right.
Like, now I'm weighing, but make a choice still,
Right.
those factors aren't going to change if you wait longer, so make a choice. The other thing I'm thinking about is, the reason why I don't respond right away is because I would be like a dog chasing a ball, like, I would
Sure.
always be responding and then not actually working, but this is the case for setting a specific time in your day to do all those
Right.
responses, right? And that's not something that I have as a part of my workflow, but I should set aside a time in my day just to respond to emails every day or to respond to invitations every day. And that's not something that I currently have as part of my workflow, but I think it's something that I should have. So that's something to
Hmm.
think about. What's your designated time to respond so that at
Right.
least in the day you can make sure you're getting back to everyone who needs to be gotten back to. And it might even be get back to them and say you need more time. That's also an option, and maybe
Right.
that is successful also, because
Yeah.
at least you're letting them know that you received the message.
So the last example that can think of in this realm is my heated rivalry text
Oh,
chain
no. I think we went a couple of episodes
We did.
without it. All
We
right.
did. It's a part of my
What's
life.
happening?
So this is with 2 other moms. We're all full-time working professionals with 2 children. And, like, somehow we are able to plan events like no other. Like, and
Mm,
we live in different 2 of them live in the same community. I live further away. But, like, I'm seeing these people, we're planning events, we're, like, buying tickets for things that could normally take weeks in
mm.
another context. Somehow the energy is just like, ba, 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 ba. It's, like, very funny because maybe it's like joy loves speed. We just love the
Yes.
the content and we love the, like, and it's not we're not just doing heated rivalry things, but that's kind of what has brought us together. And so I think the theme is probably like pleasure, things we like, relaxing, like treat
Mm.
yourself.
Or is there something about heated rivalry that, like, the people who are fans of it are also responders?
Well, that is also true. I think there is a theory there about there was some meme about, like, if you were ASB president or, like, president of
Which
the
I was, thank you
of the
very
yearbook
much.
club, like, "Oh, are you really into heated rivalry now?" Like,
It's if you want
"Hello."
to get an A, you are going to like this content.
There's something there for sure.
That's
But it's
funny.
just funny because I feel like, "Oh, we could plan anything." Like, we coordinate our
Yes.
families,
Oh,
we could, like, go anywhere, because
wow.
we share our dates really quickly and people respond. It's not a huge group, but this still, I know
I
from
love
other life
this.
areas, this can take a really long time to just get people to meet up for dinner or coordinate a family hangout.
You guys should
So
start an event planning business, I think. You could take this show on the road and plan people's weddings. I could hire you to plan my move. There's all kinds of logistics that I don't wanna think about.
it's very funny. They Venmo you back right away when you, like,
Right?
buy the
Oh,
tickets.
that's a special thing you have.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, let us know how you feel about this phrase. Success loves speed. Is it true in your world? Also, the opposite of a profound truth is also true.
Hmm.
So maybe success needs slowness.
Success hates speed.
Success hates speed. I don't know.
Well, let's take a break, and when we get back, we'll do some catching up.
So, Azizi, because my word of the year is soft, I'm super excited to announce that we are partnering with Cozy Earth, and they have the softest pajamas ever.
What? Malika, you're usually a t-shirt and sweats girl, so this is quite an upgrade.
I know, I've up-leveled. Their bamboo stretch knit pajama set is amazing. It's so luxurious and comfortable, and they look great.
I've been sleeping on Cozy Earth's bamboo sheet set, and it's so soft, cool, and comfortable. They are an absolute delight. I'm done with scratchy sheets for good.
We all deserve to be surrounded by soft and beautiful items in our lives. Head to cozyearth.com and use our code HL20 for an exclusive 20% off. That's code HL20 for an exclusive 20% off. And if you see a post-purchase survey, mention that you heard about Cozy Earth on the Happier Ladies podcast.
Do you hear that? Sounds like breakfast is ready. Because Quaker's coming in hot with morning nutrition. 100% whole grain oats and a good source of fiber to fuel the rhythm of your morning and kickstart your day. And that sounds absolutely delicious. Fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
And we are back with Let's Catch Up, where we share something with each other we've been thinking about lately. Azizi, What is going on? You have some
Well,
news.
I do. I have some news. A while back, I talked about this desire that I suddenly had to wear a tutu. And it was
Mhm.
something that I was seeing. I was seeing it at Disneyland and then I was seeing it other places, but it's like it seems like so much fun, just like a fun choice to have something that's fun to wear and stands out a little bit, but is also very like girly. And I wanted to try it. But I have never done that before, and it felt very risky. So I took some time. I tried to find ones that I was comfortable with, and I settled on one that I thought, I could pull off. And then my plan was to wear it to Coachella,
Right.
and I tried on different combinations, and I sent you some pictures, and I was like trying to figure out how can I make this work. And then I decided not to wear it the first day, and I got to Coachella, and tutu was not the vibe at all. Like, and that doesn't mean I didn't, I could have still worn it. I could have done my own thing. People do their own thing, but I felt like I would be uncomfortable physically, and also
Mm.
I just I just would stand out too much in a way that I didn't want to. So I didn't wear it. And it's funny, I went to on one of my retreats, and one of the board members, shout out to Louie, was like, "Did you wear the tutu?" I was like, "Oh, he's been listening to the podcast. Thank you, Louie, for listening to the podcast." And I sadly said, "No, I didn't wear it, but it's in my closet." And so I finally got the nerve to wear it to Disneyland. And I have to say, it was a lot of fun. And I was nervous about it. So we were leaving for Disneyland in the morning, and I had it on. And then I asked Grayson. Grayson's like, "Nah, I don't know. What do you do?" And it's like, he's like, "People are going to look at you." I was like, I know, I know. And so then I changed it. And then right when we were about to walk out the door, I changed it back on again. It was so dramatic. But then I brought extra clothes with me in the car so that I could change again if I really didn't feel like it. And as we were driving into Disneyland, into the gate where you like show them your pass to get the parking pass, there was a car next to us. There was this woman. She had her ears on. She was like jamming to like a song from Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog. And Grace and I were like, man, she's like living her best Disney life. And then we pull into the parking lot. She ends up parking right next to us. She gets out of the car. She has a rainbow colored tutu on. We're like, I kid you not. And I got out of the car with my tutu, and we're like, hey. It was such a sign. Grayson's like, wow. We both had tutus
That's so
on. It
funny.
was so cute. She was like, which color parasol do you think I should wear? She had brought a parasol, and I was like, that's awesome. So I went into the park, and yeah, there were some people who stared, not many, but it felt so good. It's like it kind of is flowy and airy,
Mhm.
so it's like fun to walk and twirl, and I had a good time. That's
I
the
mean, if you
report.
can't wear it at Disneyland, I don't know where you could wear it. Like,
Right?
that is where it belongs, I think.
Okay. So then I should leave it at Disneyland.
Not that you can't wear it somewhere else, but it's like it came
Yes.
home, you know?
It did.
Again, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Tinkerbell, like
Fantasy. Yeah.
yes, that
Yes.
is
Princess.
absolutely. I'm glad you got
People.
yeah. You have to share the photo. You sent it to me and it's just like, "Oh my goodness, that's perfect."
I
Like
will share the photo. I felt so fun, and there weren't a lot of tutus. And I will say, like, the tulle that people tend to wear is shorter. I wore something that was longer because it felt more comfortable to me. So the, there weren't a lot of people looking like me. There weren't many people at all looking like me. There was me and the girl who parked next to me. But it didn't matter. It doesn't matter there. It's fun to just like play dress up. So I did.
will you wear it again?
First of all, will it make it through the wash? So it's
Oh, I
like,
would hand wash it. Could
hand
you hand wash
nothing.
it?
I don't hand wash
Or at
anything.
least dry
I
it.
I will
Don't
wash it on
don't
delicate
put it
and
in the
hang it.
dryer.
Yeah, I'll hang it. I'll hang it to dry. I would wear it again. I would. I'd wear it against Disneyland for sure. I can't think of a use outside of it. Maybe if there's a dress that I ever want to make poofier, like a crinoline
Oh, yeah.
under or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm wearing it anywhere else, but I'm definitely, yeah, I definitely would wear it to Disneyland again.
I'm proud of you. That's exciting. You got
Is
to
there
have
anything
that
that
moment.
thank you. Anything you would wanna wear to, like what would be a bold choice for you, Malika, fashion-wise?
Ooh, it's funny. The first thing that came to mind was high heels,
Oh.
and I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to wear high heels again.
I know.
I used to when in a different lifetime,
Yeah.
But those really I remember enjoying the feeling of, like, it really transforming your stature and, like,
Hmm.
making you look dressed up in a certain way. But what else would I really
Think
I
about the
don't
fashion
know.
shows that we saw. Like, was there
Yeah.
anything from the show, from the Chanel show that would be a bold choice for you?
I mean, I did like there were some in the I think it was in the Subway show, there were some dresses. There's one that I'm thinking of that was kind of like a flapper dress, like, it had a lot of
Oh.
fringe. Something with a lot of
Fringe.
fringe feels
Would you
like
wear
I
fringe?
don't know. I don't know. This was
Where
the
would you
fun thing about being
go?
in plays, like, you got to have costumes.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know, but this reminds me of the show we talked about it on the podcast. So from the creators of What Not to Wear, it was Wear Whatever the F You Want.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch it?
Oh, yeah, we talked about it.
But they would have them like the first day, the guest would get to basically make a wardrobe based on their complete fantasy self.
Mhm.
And they would actually get to like do it and wear all the things. So I don't know. I will say, like, I saw The Devil Wears Prada too.
Hmm.
And I was just like, "Anne Hathaway, I'm feeling your styling,"
Wow.
which is, like, pretty simple and, like, pretty, like
How's that different than what you do?
she had some designer I mean, obviously, she had some designer pieces in there, especially as the movie went on. I really liked the long hair with the part in the middle, which I'm kind of
Mhm.
trying to do with my braids now.
Mm.
I need to, like, look at more photos to understand what I was really vibing with, her style. There's something about the, like, elevated casual working person
Mhm.
that's like, "Yeah, I'm freelance," or, "Yeah, I work in coffee shops, but I have really expensive accessories and, like,
And I wear a blazer.
things that" Yeah, like, I don't know, there's a there. I haven't pinned it down.
Do you know they had a, Devil Wears Prada line at Walmart that was
Oh,
really cute? Like, slip dresses, jeans, belts, like, it all sold out immediately, but
of course.
they left it up, and I was like, "Oh, that is cute." Like, interesting angles and button-up shirts that were just, like, little touches that made it stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I think you should go with this fringe situation and see where you might wear it. A friend of mine said that she was going to a party that was a wear anything you don't usually get to wear
Oh,
party.
yeah, that's
And I
great.
thought that is such a good idea. You could take out that thing from the closet, that special occasion thing that you never get to wear and
Yes.
wear it to a party for that.
I used to love cowboy boots,
I
and I
remember
had a
that
couple
phase.
pairs.
You had a red pair.
They just don't fit anymore. I think
Mm,
I gave a pair to Ilea. There's one I still have, but I should just find a pair that fits, that
yeah,
is, like, probably well, anyway, with my size foot, they were special too because they were, like, thrift store finds, you
right. They
know?
weren't expensive, but we did go to Boot Barn that time, and we both bought
Once we
boots. Do you
did, yeah,
remember?
I
There's a
do.
new Boot Barn, Malika, near me now that just opened up. Do you remember at Hastings Ranch where Party City used to be?
Oh, yeah.
Like where the Old Navy was and everything? It's now a Boot Barn.
Wow,
So
that's a
maybe when
big
you come out,
store.
we can take a look.
I Yeah, because I like I mean, boots are just especially if you don't live in a part of the country where boots are common,
Right.
they do stand out,
They
but I
definitely
like
stand
the way
out.
they stand out.
There was a time when they were trending. I guess they kind of are again with the Beyonce, like, Cowboy
Right.
Carter situation I saw or I've seen more boots, but I'm not interested. But
There
I
you go.
like that
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
I would support your choice.
It was like an easy edginess.
Hmm. Mhm. I think for me, it feels costumey for me. When I see it, it feels like it belongs somewhere else. But they're also, I mean, pieces of art. They're so well constructed,
Yes.
and some of them are
Yes.
very beautiful. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Well, let us know if you try something new. What's on your list of aspirational fantasy wear that maybe you have tried or want to try? We'd love to hear that.
let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll share our peaks and valleys.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
And we're back with peaks and valleys, because in life there are always peaks and there are always valleys. This is an odd episode, so Malika is up with a peak.
So, my peak is that during the summer, I'm able to work remotely most of the time, which is great. It's not always true in the summer. It depends, but there's construction going on in the building where my office is, so they were like, just don't come in. So, the peak is that Norm also works from home
Hmm.
and that we've been able to have like co-working sessions pretty regularly
Oh,
um
nice.
out of the house. So like I really have a hard time working at home.
Hmm.
So I tend to go somewhere, and so he doesn't usually do that when he's on his own, but because I'm like, "Hey, let's go to a thing," or, but it kind of ends up being like a little working date and it's fun.
Oh.
So, and I think because of the schedule, we're just able to spend more time together during the day,
Hmm.
working or like picking up the kids together or dropping them off. And it's just like, oh, yeah, I really like hanging out with this guy. He's
Oh,
pretty
how
cool.
nice.
Just fun.
So cool. Yay, I'm happy for you. That makes summer feel special.
Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. What's your valley, Azizi?
Well, Malika, I realized when I was listening to another podcast, they asked people to rate and review at the end, and I was like, wait, have we been asking people to rate and review? I looked at our notes, and I don't think we have.
It's in
I
our
think
script.
where?
If you like us, rate, review, and tell a friend. And don't forget to
Oh,
follow us.
oh, you're right.
Are you listening when I
I
speak?
guess I'm not listening. I swear I looked at it and I didn't see it. I totally missed it. That's so funny. Maybe we should read some of them soon. Thank you to those of you who rate and review
Yes.
us. Let's read some out loud. Let's share a little bit about that.
Let's do it. We have,
Right.
I think, an inbox section coming up in a future episode. We'll read some reviews.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Well, that brings us to the end. Azizi, let's leave on a happier thought. What are you going to try this week?
I am going to try to think about how to add a dedicated time to respond to emails in
Mm,
my schedule so that I can just time block it and protect it. Yeah, I think that would be an important thing to add. What about you, Malika? What are you going to do?
I'm going to look at some photos of Anne Hathaway of the costumes from The Devil Wears Prada 2.
You should, and you should look at Walmart at the line. Even though it'll say things are sold out, you could get some
Yeah, I'll
ideas
just
from
look
it.
and see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode. You can find our show notes in the episode description. If you like us, please rate, review, and tell a friend. And don't forget to follow us.
Oh, yeah. Please do that. And send us a message at happierladies@gmail.com.
Our show was edited by Magnus Bjorgum, and our theme music was created by Wyatt Muncie.
You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at happierladies and at happierladies.substack.com. All right, Malika, have a happier week.
Have a happier week, Azizi. Bye.
Bye.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to take the lid off of this cup of tea without it spilling. It's a little...
Sounds
I
dangerous.
know I don't want to burn my hands, but the tea is too hot to drink. But okay, slow down, Malika.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.